I would just like to remind everyone that today,
Yes.
at the end of the week, we have our live show on Evening Special.
Yes, we do.
At what time?
6 p.m.
Yeah, for an hour. And so if you want to know, if you're very curious about what we really look like, I mean, our faces are on the textbooks, but it's a little bit different.
Yeah, well, my picture's quite old.
Yeah, me too. I look like Snow White, with my little scarf, but that's not how I look now.
Yes.
So if you want to see us live on YouTube, you can do that. But please join us because it's a lot of fun. We do a quick review, and also our favorite highlight
is the singing.
La, we sing live.
We do. We have a lot of fun with it.
We sure do.
Sometimes I wonder if our listeners have fun, but I know we have fun.
Oh. Isn't that all that matters? Yeah.
No. Hey. I mean, from the comments, we have at least some listeners that really do enjoy it.
Well, I think that the listeners enjoy it when we enjoy our company. So it kind of spreads.
Yeah.
So I hope so. So yeah, join us.
Yeah, it's a party. And it's a party in English. We kind of, we have fun how like Americans would have fun.
Yes, that's right.
So you're not just getting the language, you're kind of getting the humor and the culture as well.
That's right. Okay. We've got a business dialogue for you today. Starting a t-shirt business. These designs are amazing. T-shirts are big and people like a fun t-shirt.
They do.
They really do.
Yeah. In my college town, there was this group of boys. They made like a t-shirt for like the social groups in the college.
Yeah.
And everyone started buying them and they became like a company. Yeah.
See?
And now they're like an outdoors company.
What?
In my area. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You see?
It's so, you can make it. It's silly because it started with just one t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, yeah, I want that t-shirt.
Yeah, right. It's real. All right, here's some expressions that we're going to cover. If you do something for a living.
That means this is what your job is. This is how you make money.
Okay. Now, how about this? Side hustle. Hustle.
It's not your main job. It's like your second job for just a little bit of extra money.
Yeah, on the side. All right. Have what it takes.
Do you have the skill? Do you have the ability to be successful?
Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and listen to our biz dialogue.
Wow, Richard, these designs are amazing. Do you do graphics for a living?
No, it's just my hobby. I've been creating art since I was a kid.
You really should consider selling some of these. Maybe put them on t-shirts.
I'm not ready to quit my job and start a business.
You can do it as a side hustle. I'll show you a website that does all the hard work for you.
Do you think I have what it takes to make money from my art?
Kate begins by saying, wow, Richard, these designs are amazing. Do you do graphics for a living? Okay, so the designs are really nice.
Yes.
Do you do graphics for a living? Okay. First of all, key vocab.
Yes.
Graphics.
Yeah.
Now, it's important that there's an S after graphic.
Yes.
Because if you say graphic, it could be a different word.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so tell us.
So graphics, we're talking about graphic design. So it's the lettering and the pictures to make something on products.
Right.
Or in this case, on t-shirts. So this in particular is talking about the drawings on products. There is another word for graphics, like a graphics card on your computer that's responsible for making video games, videos kind of work, right?
Right.
But in this context, graphics is specifically the design of images.
Okay. So, do you do graphics for a living? For a living. Do you do something for a living?
Is this your job? Yeah. Do you make money by doing this?
I see. Now, I hear a lot of Korean people use the word job a lot. Like, what's your job?
Yeah.
But I must say that native speakers don't use that word very often unless you're applying for a job or like how long have you had the job. But when you're speaking about what you do for work,
Yes.
we use the words like work or for a living more often.
Right. And job can have a negative connotation. It's like, I don't like doing this.
Yeah, I don't like
It's just my job.
It's just my job.
I do it because I have to.
Right.
Whereas if you do something for a living, it's neutral, but it can have the meaning of like, this is what I'm doing like as a part of my life.
That's right.
Where
and this is how I make money.
Yeah. Whereas job feels a little negative sometimes.
Sometimes it can be, depending on the context.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you do graphics for a living? And the reason why Kate asks this question is because the designs on the t-shirt is so great.
Yes.
And what does Richard say?
No, it's just my hobby. I've been creating art since I was a kid.
Okay, so it seems Richard is an artistic person.
Yeah.
And Kate says, you really should consider selling some of these. Maybe put them on t-shirts.
Yes.
Okay, so our power pattern today is you really should consider. So she could say you should consider. But she says you really should consider.
Right.
So what's going on?
So this is one of many phrases you can use as a suggestion, but you really should consider is used when there is something big that you want to emphasize that it would be good to do.
Yeah.
So here we're talking about, some type of way of earning money. So you really should consider this. But it doesn't always have to be in the positive. You really should consider smoking tobacco. You really should consider stopping smoking tobacco.
Yeah,
right?
You really should.
I forgot that stopping part.
Right, stopping.
You really should consider stopping.
Right.
Yeah, stopping smoking.
Yeah.
Which is, another serious thing. Hey,
Don't.
I'm giving this advice. You don't have to take my advice.
But it's strong advice.
But it's strong advice.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's right. So Kate is saying, hey, put them on t-shirts. And Richard says, I'm not ready to quit my job and start a business. So Kate is saying, wow, you really should do this.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I still have to, I don't want to quit my job.
Yes.
And Kate says what?
You can do it as a side hustle. I'll show you a website that does all the hard work for you.
Yes. Okay. So our next expression is side hustle.
Yeah.
So what is a side hustle?
A side hustle is a second job. And let's say if your main job is 40 hours a week, your side hustle is, I would say, maximum 20 hours a week.
Yeah, maximum.
Right? And it's usually it's not like a part-time job.
Yeah, okay. Good point. Why?
It's something that you are making, whether you're an entrepreneur or an artist, a freelancer.
Yeah.
You're doing something on your own.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you have a Monday to Friday 40-hour work week, and then you work at a convenience store, 5 hours on the weekend.
Yeah.
That's not a side hustle.
No.
But if you're like making candles and selling those online, that would be a side hustle.
Okay, very good. Okay. So, this is, Kate is saying, hey, do it as a side hustle. And sometimes it could be related to hobbies.
Yes.
You have a hobby and you make money. From your hobby.
Right.
Okay. Richard says, do you think I have what it takes to make money from my art? So, do you think I have what it takes? Do you have what it takes? This is a common question.
We say it all the time.
Yeah.
So, to have what it takes means to have the necessary amount of skill or ability.
Okay.
Or, just ability to strength even.
Yeah.
To have what it takes is, would you be able to succeed?
Yes.
Would you be able to survive this problem? All of that would be, asking yourself, do you have what it takes?
Okay. So, do you have what it takes? Are you qualified?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, I get asked this sometimes.
What?
People will say, do you think I have what it takes to be on TV in Korea? Or do you think I have what it takes to be on the radio in Korea?
Right. Do you think I have what it takes to become a voice actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those types of things. Or, some people may, do I have what it takes to be a professional soccer player?
Yeah.
Like those are all things.
Or a musical star.
Do I have the ability? Do I have the, ability to
Potential.
just practice the potential, the skill? Do I have that?
All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Wow, Richard, these designs are amazing. Do you do graphics for a living?
No, it's just my hobby. I've been creating art since I was a kid.
You really should consider selling some of these. Maybe put them on t-shirts.
I'm not ready to quit my job and start a business.
You can do it as a side hustle. I'll show you a website that does all the hard work for you.
Do you think I have what it takes to make money from my art?
It's time for Power Note, and so let's take a quick review. What do you do for a living? For a living.
Yes, this means what are you doing to earn money? What's your job, essentially?
Yeah, so Cameron, what do you do for a living?
I do a lot of things. I am on the radio here at EBS. I do internet lectures. I do a little bit of voice work. Yeah, I do quite a bit.
Wow, you're like the jack of all trades.
I don't know, Kristen, I feel you do many more things for a living. Yeah?
Well, I think as a freelancer, it's good to do it. Yeah, it's good to
have many different sources of income.
That's right. That's right. You can't just rely on one thing. That's why you do all those things.
Because one of them will disappear.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a lumberjack in Canada. What about you?
Okay, Cameron, what is a lumberjack and why is your voice that way?
Sorry, a lumberjack is a person who cuts down trees that are going to be used to, make lumber to build houses.
Okay.
So they're usually, it's Jack, so it's, I guess, a man? Is a female lumberjack a lumberjill?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I've never heard that.
I don't think Jack is necessarily the name. It's just lumber. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Really? What is that Jack?
I like jack of all trades.
Lumberjack.
I think it's like an old term for guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lumber guy. A wood guy.
Yeah, a wood guy.
Yeah.
A wood guy is
right.
essentially what you're saying when you say lumberjack.
I used to work as a banker for a living, but it was too stressful.
Yes. Bankers, like investment bankers, that work on Wall Street, they work crazy hours.
Yeah, I mean, they make a lot of money, and I know actually someone who left, and it was so stressful.
Yeah.
They decided to become a monk.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, they went from Wall Street to
the middle of the forest.
Yeah. Not Myanmar. Oh, where is that country?
Burma?
Burma.
Myanmar is Burma.
No, not Burma.
Bhutan?
Huh? Yes, Bhutan. That's it. That's right. They went to Bhutan. Yeah,
the happiest place on the earth,
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. Yeah. That type of investing burnout is so real. So it's important what you choose to do for a living.
Okay. Now, quick question to you. If you want to ask someone what they do for work, would you say, what do you do for a living? Or what kind of work do you do? Or either one?
I guess technically could work. I often say, what do you do for a living?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
I would only say, what's your job? Whenever I'm talking to a non-native English speaker.
Yeah. Okay. So job too. What's your job? And I feel like what's your job in the company too sometimes.
Give me a specific, what are your duties in the company?
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Side hustle is a small business that you do, that you have on your own. You already have a normal
freelancer,
job. Yeah.
Some kind of entrepreneur stuff.
Are you a full-time clown?
No, it's just a side hustle. I do mostly children's birthday parties on weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you like to be
Some
a clown.
people, yeah.
Tom always has a new side hustle every month.
Yeah. You know what? I have a friend. His side hustle is marrying people. It's a thing.
He's like an what do they call it?
An officiant.
Officiant,
Right.
yes.
So he's not he's not a minister. So he isn't like religiously marrying them.
Interesting.
But yeah,
That's his job. Side hustle.
they need someone, so they call him, and
right.
he does the ceremony.
Well, they're good.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to witness the marriage between this man and this. Yeah, he does the whole thing.
Sure.
He makes pretty good money from it.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Hey, I think these days with the inflation, it's good to have a side hustle.
Good too. I think you have to.
I think everyone needs a side hustle, right? Have what it takes means, do you have the skill or ability to do something? Okay, do you think you have what it takes to be an astronaut?
Yes, I was an Air Force pilot for 10 years and have a PhD in astrophysics.
Oof. I think you have what it takes.
Sounds like an astronaut to me.
Okay. I think she has what it takes to be the regional sales manager.
So this can be about skills, or it might be like the ability to persevere, the self-discipline.
Yeah.
So it's not just skill in the I can make something, but also I can endure hardship. Can also be used with this phrase.
So maybe it's a real tough program, and you could say like, oh, I don't know if I have what it takes to finish the program because it's really tough.
It's too hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you want to go to med school? Do you have what it takes? Okay, that's a big deal. You really should consider means I strongly suggest.
Yes.
You really should consider repainting the front of your store.
You really should consider my offer.
Yeah.
It's a good offer.
It's a very good offer.
Don't let it pass you by.
That's right. So I'm strongly suggesting. Okay, graphics. Remember, there's a difference between graphic and graphics. Graphics are basically kind of short for graphic design.
Yeah. The images you put in something.
Yeah, the images. They're basically pictures and designs made with, your computer that graphic designers use. Okay, let's thank our sponsor.